It says you're live.
Hey, yo, 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 yo. We live over here. Trying to use a new platform over here. Shit. New platform. Streaming live with my nigga Food Stamps from Brooklyn.
Yo, yo,
Represent Brooklyn. What it do? What it do? What it do?
chilling, man. Same old shit.
Man.
Can't
Okay.
complain.
Man, we just gonna be like my platform over here. It's gonna be drama free. We're gonna be talking about sports. We're gonna be talking about hip hop. We're gonna be talking about all types of shit, urban shit, man. All the shit you try to that we go through in the urban society, man. Just we'll send you a link. Just tap in whenever the fuck y'all want to do it. But what up, Stance? Tell them about you, Stance, man.
Shit, my name is Food Stamp. I like long walks in the park. Favorite
Or
color is red. I like seafood. Nah. But yeah, man, we're rocking with this dude Esto for a minute. You feel me? Esto starting his I wouldn't say new. He's continuing where he last left off. This is
word.
on where though? This is on where? This is on YouTube. I'm gonna find it so I can share it.
Now, like we've been trying to get our numbers up on YouTube because I was mostly audio, so yeah. Although I'm not on the camera right now, I will be in the future. But
But what page is it on so I can share it to my the High
it's
Society page?
it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube right now.
Oh, okay. I think it's on Five City, right?
Yeah, Parsley TV.
TV. All right, so I can share it.
Yeah, we're
Gotta
just
go to
trying to.
the
We're trying like I met Food Stamps off another podcast that we was on, and you know what I mean. Like we had a little connection, and we're just gonna have a little Boston to Brooklyn network over here, man. It's gonna be dope.
facts.
Like we
How can
both
you
love hip
say?
hop. Like we was talking earlier, like hip hop is our culture. Like we're both Dominican, but on some real shit, like we were raised in America, so like
Yeah.
hip hop's really our culture. So yeah,
How you say we're Americanized?
where we are Americanized as
Oh, I found it right here. I found it.
Dominican.
Found the channel.
Hold on, let me
Five
back up
Five
somebody.
City TV. Let me share this real quick.
Dope, dope.
Let me drop a link.
Where that nigga Gales at?
Hold up. Yeah. Oh, share the link if you can in the Facebook chat. Oh, do you even know how to do that shit? Drop a like. Let me share. Facebook. Where's Facebook?
But kids, food stamps. Tell these niggas like when was your first time like when you fell in love with hip hop? Like
Oh shit!
what year was
First
that?
time.
Like
I don't know what exact year, but the one person that put me onto it was my older brother. This was when we still had cassette tapes and shit. My older brother, I think. Remember that company where you could fucking get 7 CDs for like 2 pennies and stuff.
holy
I
shit, like
forgot.
it came it was a magazine and shit.
It used to come in the magazines, and then you could like order like 7 CDs and only pay like fucking $5, and they'll come in the mail. I forgot the name of that. Well, anyway, that's what he used to do. And
Damn, that's throwback.
the first time was a Curtis Blow. It was a Curtis Blow album on tape. I remember it was a tape, and yeah, he would come home. He would come home with this, I guess, like magic, because that's what it was to me back then as a little kid, was magic. So yeah, he would play it, and as a little kid, you're hearing this shit because little kids automatically, even down to when they're a couple of months old, as soon as they hear music, the first thing a baby does is you see them move into the music and shit. So
Right.
that's how it was for me. This was, I gotta say, the age of maybe 6 to 7, 7 to 8, listening to like Curtis Blow and shit, and that's when I knew. I was like, yeah, this
You
was
feel
it.
love. It's just like it's love,
Yo,
man. Love. But okay, so like what was your first album though that you ever bought?
oh, my first hip hop album that I
Okay. So in our era, what was your first tape and what was your first CD?
All right, for my first tape that I bought was Wu Tang Clan Into the 36 Chambers. First tape ever was Wu Tang Clan. First CD, my first CD purchase. It wasn't hip hop, believe it or not. It was Marilyn Manson.
Hmm.
But that was my first CD.
You know,
My first CD.
Maryland was a little fucking activist on the low.
Well, this was when he first came out. It was something different. He was something different in the music industry. So, and I wasn't one to shy away from listening to other genres of music. Because again, growing up with my uncles, they were playing Depeche Mode. They were playing freestyle music. They were playing. They weren't really playing Spanish like that. It was mostly like Depeche Mode, freestyle. I forgot some other groups he used to play back in the day. So I kind of grew up listening to all different types of music. You know,
Uh,
my grandmother had the Latin music. My uncles had, alternative, some hip hop, and then my brothers. That's when the hip hop really took off.
Not definitely like there was a lot of genres going around in the '90s. Like uh, we didn't call it reggaeton, we
They didn't
called
call
it
nothing else. Dembow.
dembow or Spanish hip hop or what did we talk? It wasn't reggaeton at that point. It was Spanish
Nah,
hip hop. It was
I think reggaeton came.
we called it reggae, regular reggae actually.
Yeah, but like reggaeton was like late late '90s, early 2000s. Believe it or not.
Yeah, we started calling that shit after like Nori did that little collabo with Daddy Yankee and all that other shit. I felt like
Yeah,
what happened.
that's
But
facts. So
but even before that, there was great artists. There was the noise. There was
it's Bayero.
there was all that. So us as Afro Latinos, like we grew up to a lot of that shit.
Hell yeah, especially living in New York.
Hmm.
Living in New York. And I'm pretty sure New York was the same as Boston. It's a couple of miles away.
Um, in a
Music
sense,
wise.
I split time in the Bronx from my early years. Like I can't, like I'm a Bostonian with a New Yorker's you know
Soul,
frame of
New
mind.
York Soul. Yeah. Ooh, it's hot out here, my guy.
That's why like
So
when I
yeah,
go to New York, if I go to New York, like my cousins get mad at me when I call myself a Bostonian. Like to them, I'm a New Yorker, but
a New Yorker, New Yorker,
New
a
Yorker,
Yaka.
New Yorker. Yeah, but that's just fucked up because then you're not from nowhere. Like Bostonians, you don't know that you're not from here, and like, you know what I'm saying. The New Yorkers don't know you're not from there, so it's like
Yeah,
it's just like what I mean.
I've
I'm
been
the
to
man of
Boston.
the world, man. I'm the man of the world, man.
I think I've been to Boston once, and it's just because we were bored. We didn't have nothing to do, so we was like, "Yo, let's take a road trip." We literally went over there, rolled up a couple of blunts, walked around, and then went back home. We didn't do nothing out there. But I think we was by the ocean because it was like a seaport there. I don't know what part it was. I don't know.
It might have been South Boston. South. I mean, was it a nice seaport? I mean, what year was this?
Say like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Nah, yeah, 4 years ago.
Okay.
And it was
Our
yeah,
seaport is
it did.
nice. It never used. It didn't used to be that nice. Like about.
Yeah, and I was by the water. I'm not sure. It could have been by the stadium. It could have been by the stadium, the baseball stadium. But yeah, I only been there once. I just went out there because we were bored over here. We was like, yo,
That's
let's
more
take
like
a road trip. It was more like what?
the Charles River.
Oh, it could have been. And I ate at this wing spot. Well, I want to say the wing spot because they sold everything. They sold like ribs and all that. It was called the Wings Over Boston. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yeah, you have mentioned it a few weeks ago.
And that shit was the bomb, bro.
What
Like,
flavors is nigga? Were you starving?
nah. Well, yeah, I was starving because obviously we had the munchies, but
Alright.
bro, that place was amazing, bro. That
Trust.
I
Trust.
contemplated, I contemplated with the
What
same group
flavor
of
did you
friends.
get?
I don't know. I had some bomb ass ribs, bro. I don't know what it was.
You copped the ribs out
Some
there.
bomb ass ribs, and I contemplated just going back over there just to get that restaurant again.
You know what? Like, yo, a nigga be in the mood for some ribs, dog, some real shit. That's the
Let me
only
go
that
to
you know.
Boston.
Soul food is lacking in Boston. We need more soul food in Boston. I need some fucking ribs. I be wanting some ribs sometimes. I don't know where to fucking buy 'em. We had a few. We had a few barbecue spots, but
Shit.
they closed down and shit. They're
I
now
remember
fucking Domino pizzas.
the street we chilled on had like a little park. The street was actual cobblestone. Like I'm trying to remember the area and shit. Yeah, the road was actually cobblestone.
Oh, you were in North End somewhere. You was
Could
in the
have been,
Italian
bro.
area, North End. So yeah, you might have been by the stadium, by the Celtics. Yeah, I thought you meant like by.
Shit right there.
I thought you meant by the Fenway.
Do this one first and then two. Oh wow, Stacey. I could have sworn she said two right now. Okay, damn, we looking good today. My fault, Esther. But yeah, man. I
Nah,
think I front.
you was
Boston
in
was pretty. Boston was pretty alright though. You know, my first time going there. We could chill. It's nice.
Boston's a cool place, man. It's chill. It's chill. Like
I
if
kind
if,
of went.
if you like wanted like a toned down New York, yeah, Boston.
That's what I was gonna say. Because when I was out there, the atmosphere I got was like still. I was still in New York. Honestly, I didn't feel like I was in Boston.
Motherfuckers are still assholes out here for sure. Like you know what I'm saying? That's what makes you feel like it. Like motherfuckers still don't give a fuck. But
It was pretty alright though. You know what? I wouldn't mind going over there.
it's
I
not
would
so.
tell. I would tell this dude to take a drive on Rome if you want to go to Boston one of these weekends, bro. Like I'll pay for the gas and shit.
Maybe y'all niggas are right. If y'all niggas want to sleep on the floor, no problem with me. Shit.
Sleep
Bring
on the floor, nigga. We
some
break at night.
mattresses, nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah, we could air mattress. The fucking yeah, I'll do that shit. I got one in the crib actually, brand new. I'll bring that shit.
Got enough space for y'all niggas. For
But
sure.
not like honestly, this summer that'll be a nice trip though. To Boston real quick.
When you was gonna come down, I forgot to tell you that like there's a hotel like right next to me. Like
Yeah,
it was a Hilton. It was Hilton Garden, a Hilton Gardens Inn. It's like a
summer.
block away from me. So I was like, you know what I mean? I mean, you can always like stay here, but I know you was gonna come with like mad niggas, so
Yeah,
well, come to
shit. Either or. But yeah, man. Like Boston was pretty hard when I went. A lot
and
of
I'm pretty much like I'm like a good walk away from Fenway. Like it's a good walk.
well, that's not bad. It's not bad at all.
It's close, but it's like a good walk. You know what I'm saying? Like some places is a good walk. Like they just like the lane is good and scenery is good and all that other shit. You know, pause. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
on you.
You can say pause. Hey, but yeah, man. I'm going on vacation and I think the first week of August. I asked for a week, but I think I might turn it into 2 weeks.
Where you planning to go?
Um, I don't know, honestly. I kind of just want the kids to enjoy the summer, you know.
Have a staycation. That's cool too, man.
Well, it's really for the kids. Like, I wanted to take them out to the pools, to the beach. I go to the New Jersey Aquarium because the New York Aquarium over here is it's trash. New York Aquarium
Yeah,
is trash,
Boston
trash.
Aquarium needs to upgrade too, nigga. On some real shit.
Shit, because we had Hurricane Sandy over here. Then they were rebuilding the aquarium. Then COVID hit. They had to stop, and I don't know if they finished it. So that's what I'm saying. Like the aquarium here is trash, super trash. See, but if I extend it to 2 weeks, then I might go to Florida.
No,
Atlanta
but you
to
know
Orlando.
what? The kids love aquariums though.
Yeah,
They fucking love that shit.
it's not
So
even
they
that.
might not even like, yeah, they're not even old enough to know that it's trash.
Yeah, now you know what it is because
Unless they always go there.
especially,
Like I only took my
especially,
son there once, and that shit was like mesmerizing.
especially for people like us, we live in the city. To see things like that is like, oh, you know, it's not normal.
Oh, you know what I can suggest to you, Stamps, that I didn't do, that I was planning to do that night, that day I took him to the aquarium. I promised him whale watching,
Oh, we
and
could do that out here too.
we
But
haven't done that yet. And I can definitely do it in New York too. So
we have whales, but we got to go deep out. Deep out in the ocean just to see the whales. But they do frequent over here by my job. But that's usually in the winter. You got to catch at the right time. You see them coming out for air and shit.
oh
We had believe it or not, we had 2 shark attacks out here in New York.
yeah, I heard that.
It's crazy. But you know what that? I think that's because of COVID.
You think it's
Because
because
of that,
what?
because of COVID.
You think so? Why?
Because during the whole lockdown, nobody was allowed to go to the beach, so not that many people in the water. So I get, fish are smart, bro. They know the shit like that. So I guess when they see nobody was, in the water, they came, oh shit, this area might be safe. So now this shit opened up. Them niggas is like, okay, they came back.
Hmm.
Not that many people got sick, that's why. But oh yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah, fishing is a hell of smart, man. I know what they're doing.
Especially sharks. Think about it. Sharks been around since the dinosaurs, and they still survive because they're still here now. To me, that's a smart animal.
Oh hell yeah.
A real smart animal.
Crocodiles, all that shit.
Yeah, crocodile, yep. Smarter than the average bear.
Yo, bears are my favorite land animal though.
Shit. Your favorite land animal, the bear?
Yeah, man, grizzly.
Who's that? Hold on. Who's upset? Who? Why? Oh, you sure? See, special paint. Nah. So it's like C, right? Shit. Yeah, we good here, right? Nobody did. Oh, somebody's there? Oh shit. Mad quiet. Uh, but yeah, so
Cheer, cheer, cheer.
we like that, man.
So what else is popping in New York this summer?
What else is
You had
popping in
the
New
Puerto
York?
Rican parade already?
Yeah, we had the Puerto Rican Day Parade. We're waiting for the Dominican Day Parade, which is in August. I think the third week in August. I've never went to Dominican Day Parade. I've been to Puerto Rican Day Parade, never Dominican Day Parade.
Hmm.
It's on a Sunday, so I might go. I might go this year. But then,
It's
yo, Esto, it's
wow.
kind of hard. It's kind of hard to enjoy yourself in New York City for the simple fact that you never know what's gonna happen, bro. Like
Hmm.
these kids with the violence and the guns, it's like you can't. You got to keep your head on a swivel, bro. And it sucks that we have to, go out and fucking be that way. You know?
I mean, it's always been what it's always been, but what do you think is causing that? Because sometimes I feel guilty. I feel guilty because I'm like, you know what? The economy dropped, and we were forced to mind our family more than to mind our community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like we weren't like OGs to these kids. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, you know what I think caused the spike in crime?
Right. What do you think?
The masks.
The mask, right?
The masks. You basically giving these criminals a reason to hide their face.
Like the first year was cool, but after a couple and people are getting fed up with it, yo, people are gonna take advantage, yo.
Yeah, like right now in New York City, the mandate is up. We don't have to wear masks, but people still wear it. A majority, you see a lot of the young people still wearing it. And what are these young kids doing nowadays? Committing crimes. Why? Because they feel like they got a cloak. That cloak is the damn mask. They should say, hey, listen,
This was never
mask. They should say, hey, especially the mayor should say, hey, the mask mandate is 110% lifted. I don't want to see no one wearing a mask no more. No more masks. Why? There's a spike in crime. And, a contributing factor, these kids are wearing masks. So now, let's say you do that. You say, no more masks. You can't wear masks no more. Now, if you do see someone with a mask, now you approach them because now you're questioning them. Why you have a mask for? Obviously, if it's an old lady or old man, you won't care. But a teenager, hey, why you have a mask on for? It's kind of suspicious if there's no reason to wear the mask no more.
not true indeed. Like this would never fly in the 80s and 90s. It's so
Hell
like,
no.
and then you know what's so bugged out is the speed in which they normalize this shit. It's really bugged out how like human beings are being orchestrated nowadays, like
Yeah,
so seamlessly, bro. Like I like to say that we have communism within a democracy when it comes
yeah.
to like, social media and actual government. Like it's just crazy.
Oh, so social media is the biggest communist. If you think about it,
Yeah, they
whatever
be
social,
yeah,
whatever's on social media, you're gonna do. Whatever social media says, we're gonna do. The food, the clothing, the sneakers, the being politically correct. Some people want to say what they really want to say, but they can't because social media is making it to the point where you can't even say what you really want to say. You have to give the PC answer, and if you don't give the PC answer, you're not accepted.
yeah.
Bro,
You get
it shouldn't.
demonized.
Yeah, it
It's
shouldn't
not to
have
be
to be this
accepted
way.
sometimes, but like you get demonized.
And
Jesus,
believe and
tough.
believe it or not, social media is the main reason we're like this now. Because if it ain't popping on social media, then it ain't popping at all. So that's why some people have to conform to social media, bro. They want to get liked. They want to be followed. You feel
Right,
me?
right.
That's what it is. Social media, bro. Look at
So
our era. Look at my fault. Look at our era. We didn't have this. We didn't have to worry about these problems, bro. When we didn't have Facebook and well, because even the MySpace days, it wasn't like this, bro. When we had MySpace,
my,
social media didn't control us like this, bro.
they didn't allow MySpace to control us. That's why I was like,
Nah,
why
bro.
did they give Zuckerberg this key to do that or that lane to do that? You know, that was
Yeah.
weird.
And mind you,
I
what
was
he has Facebook, he has Instagram, so he has the majority of social media. He has the metaverse. Think about it, bro. Zuckerberg, come on, bro. He would be like a supervillain.
and then that's another issue. Like we have too many like elderly folks in high places in government
Yeah,
that have to regulate new laws and new technology and things like that. They have no idea what they're speaking about.
they're out of date. They're out of date. They're old people in charge, and they're out of date with everything, bro.
Like yo,
They,
bro, like on some real shit. If they knew what they were speaking about, would we care food stamps? We wouldn't fucking care if they knew how to regulate
man.
it and they knew what they were speaking about it up to date on what to ask Zuckerberg and what to ask all the other tycoons of
Yeah,
technology. Bro, they look real silly at what they asking these people.
like put it like this. I can't see President Biden sitting down with Zuckerberg and him explaining the metaverse to Biden. Biden will not understand that at all. He's so outdated. He's not with the people. He doesn't relate to us because of his age. He still has that old school mentality of seeing things. So that's how he's gonna base his judgment off his old school mentality. Now you get some younger people who are more in tune with us. You know, they're in between demographics of the older folks like Biden and the younger folks under him. So that's why we need a younger person in charge because they see both sides. Like put it like this: that person will sympathize, let's say, with a person that's Joe Biden's age. Why? Because maybe their grandparents are still alive, and if they're in charge, they're going to think of their grandparents' well-being. So they're going to understand the older demographic, and also the younger demographic below them because they're still in between the younger and the old. That's what we need. We need somebody who's at least the early 30s. It's going to sound crazy, somebody in their early 30s as president, but that's what we need, bro. We need somebody that's in between the ages that can think for the elderly and then think for the younger generation that's coming up. Because these old folks that we got now, they're out of tune. They don't know. They don't know nothing about nothing right now.
Mm.
You feel me?
That's funny because we have a limit on how old you need to be a president.
Exactly. They
But
gotta take
we
that
don't have
shit
no
off.
limits on how old you can't be president anymore. Like we don't have that anymore.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Look,
We don't have that.
Biden. I don't know, bro. I can't even explain him. He's weird. He's awkward, bro.
He's
He
losing.
has he has press conferences like he'll go from one topic and jump to the next one in mid sentence. It's like what?
No,
Like
he's
what are you doing?
he's losing it, and I mean, a lot of people have dementia running in their family tree. Uh,
Yeah, but that's the
They
thing.
needs to be on supplements. Since he's in charge already, that motherfucker need to be on supplements or some. Anyways, I think he fucked up too much times already. I think we need to be thinking about the next person in line.
Dude,
Uh,
who like
I
one
like what you
statement?
were saying. I like what you were saying about a younger candidate, but again, it's probably like, what's the limit? I think you gotta be like 40 something to be president.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. But damn, why?
40 something is still good for us right now. Like
Uh,
we're getting there.
I say late 30s.
Because I think is what 42 or whatever.
Yeah, you could say that.
Like
But
a
we
nigga
do
like
we
me, 6. So like
we we do need somebody that's more in tune with the people, bro.
hmm.
Like I don't know, Biden's too old. I hear they was talking about some new guy who's talking about that he wants to do like the great reset. He wants to reset everyone. I forgot this guy's name, but they were saying that we got to look out for him because of his plans. If he gets to become president and shit.
He wants to reset everyone.
Yeah, that's like how they said it in the Facebook shit. Like this is the guy we got to be looking out for. He says he wants to reset all Americans.
He needs to
Not I don't think in a bad way, but let's say nobody has debt or shit like that. Because honestly, think about it. Think about this. The debt we have with China. How much money is that? Couple of trillions, maybe.
few trillion. I
Think
think it's
about it, bro.
over a
Will
couple.
will that shit ever get paid? Ever? Think about it.
Nah.
So why do we still have the debt? If China knows and we know the debt will never be paid. Why do we still have it? Why are they still holding that against us?
I don't know what you mean. Like we're dealing with some ancient people, bro.
I know, but my point is, when is America gonna come up with a trillion some odd dollars and say, "Here, China, here's the trillion we owed you"?
Yeah, but we could like we've been paying. I'm sure we've been paying a little bit there, here and there. Like
What I think they do is they use that as leverage. That like China could say, "Oh, you owe us a couple of trillion. Since you guys are never gonna pay, how about you give us the sanctions where we are able to import shit to your country at a lower cost?" You feel me?
mm,
Or give us oil at a cheaper price. Remember, you still owe us trillions. Like
yeah,
that's
there's other
that's how I
ways.
think.
There's other
That's how
ways.
I. That's how I think they do it. But as for the money, as for the debt, it will never be paid. That's what I'm saying. Like, clear it. Like, say, bygones be bygones. They're never gonna pay us. We're never gonna pay them. Let's just clean the slate.
Nah, but they're
And
gonna use that as leverage to try to start some shit.
yeah,
I.e., what they're doing with Russia right now.
yeah,
See, uh, Rush China has to be on Russia's side right now because what they're doing with the Ukraine is sort of what China wants to do with Taiwan at some
yeah,
point.
yeah,
And what I'm hearing right now that I didn't know about is all the microchips come from Taiwan.
yeah.
So what will happen is, and even that stranglehold, I think you mentioned before about China having a stranglehold on cryptocurrency
Yeah.
and then
They took it
having a
out over there.
stranglehold on the microchips. That's not going to be good. So they share a common goal in a
I
way.
got
So
I
we
got a
can't
question.
we can't hold that so lightly about the $1 trillion that we owe them niggas like that.
I got a question. Do you think it was a bad idea when Trump wanted to have all of this stuff made here in America?
Trump was absolutely right.
Like, instead of having another country make our shit, why don't we just do it here? You
Tr-
cut the cost. You cut the cost on this shit. You save money all around because you don't gotta send material over there for it to get made and then have to ship it back to the country. That's money, bro.
This is why Trump was absolutely right because you might say that, and for the most part, everybody will say, we don't want to do the jobs that China does. That's not gonna work.
Yeah,
The key word was produce it in America.
yeah,
That means South America. That means Canada. That means
yep.
fucking Central America. That means Dominican Republic. That means Puerto Rico. That means Jamaica. All that shit. So yeah,
Bring that
if
shit
you put
back.
it in that sense, yeah, that makes sense.
Why? Because I see. I get it. The labor costs.
It's in
But
our hemisphere and everything.
America. We want to get paid top dollar. We want to get paid that $25 an hour. You go,
Exactly.
you go ship it to China. You got to only pay them $5 an hour. I get it. I get it. But then if you do it over here, you're not just doing it for the product. You're doing it for your infrastructure, bro. The more like
That's
the
what
more
happened.
like those built like let's say they put those companies over here. Now you have more Americans working. Think about this. You have more Americans working. If you have more Americans working, more Americans are paying taxes. More taxes you have, that means more money for infrastructure, bro.
I mean, I look at it in that way, but I look at it in the way of developing the third world countries. Like let them benefit from that right now, since we don't want to do the jobs. You know what I'm saying? And sprinkle them in here, sprinkle them in the United States here and there for anybody that's in a hole that just needs to part time or some shit and da da
Yeah,
da. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because because like I said, like okay, so you make a like you just said, you make a factory somewhere, right? Then you have to fix the road and around that factory, right?
yeah,
So then that will force that government to fix the road further down to the other town,
yep.
yada yada. So like I think that will benefit like Central America, Dominican Republic, uh, some parts of Puerto Rico, Jamaica, all those
Yeah.
places. Like
Believe it or not, it'll build stronger relations, especially with Mexico and United States, bro.
definitely, and if your end goal as a nation is to rule all that shit,
Yeah.
empower them,
Dude, come on.
right?
Exactly. They
Do I?
should have been instead of going over there to like Iraq and shit, teaching them how to do business and shit.
Yo, you cutting off? Cutting up, cutting out stamps. Where you at? You cut out Stamps. Can't even hear you, son. Where everybody at? I didn't share it.
Yo, Esto,
What happened?
my bad. I had a phone call, bro. My bad. My bad.
All right. I'm like, what the hell?
Nah, I had a phone call.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, man, we need
And like empowering these third world countries that are local to us that will like limit our shipping costs, bro. Like, why not like empower these motherfuckers?
shit. Imagine the
Say something.
imagine the Mexican cartel, actually creating an army or joining the army, the Mexican army. Yo, there will be a powerhouse, bro.
I ain't. Yeah, yeah,
There'll be a powerhouse over there.
yeah.
Because
And they,
those cartels, they fight like they're in army. They're real militant. Why not?
they ain't got nothing else to do.
That's what
So
I'm
you put some
saying.
factories in there and you give them some decent money. And dog, most of those motherfuckers is gonna want to like, dog, go fucking work, go fuck they bitch, make fucking more babies,
Dude, those
and fucking
dudes.
chill.
You think they want
Everybody's
to
gonna
be?
want to pay
You think they
more.
actually? You think they actually want to be in a cartel
Yeah,
with a risk of them being murdered and killed? Nah, they don't really want to live that life, bro.
yo, sometimes it's better to fight warfare by just putting a fucking Walmart somewhere.
Yeah, right. Let them spend money.
Just put the fucking Walmart there,
Let
like
them
yo.
put this one up. Go and spend money. Come back home.
Better that way.
Shit.
Should I
Walmart.
say it's more sophisticated?
Walmart will curb the violence. I believe it. Remember that store? I don't know if you remember. It was called Cow Doors. Cow Door. It was like
Was
the
it
'90s
like
ver.
wholesale?
It was like the '90s version of Walmart and Target. It was called Cow Door.
Wasn't
Cow
that
Door.
wholesale though? Like fucking BJ's and shit? Like
It could have
Costco?
been. It could have been. Believe it or not, it could have been.
I remember that shit though.
It could have been.
I'll tell you what, I be missing those Bradleys and Woolworths. I be telling you that
The
one.
Woolworths, yeah, man. I remember when the last Woolworth in New York City closed. That used to be my spot. You could go there and buy your home stuff. You can go there and buy a hamster, a fish. You could go buy a parakeet if you wanted to. And
Nigga,
the good old
what?
days. The good
Damn,
old
those
days.
were the old days. And then some of them had a little fucking little what would it call be called? Like a little diner inside of it.
Yeah. Mm.
Those were the old school ones. I think those were before our time though.
Now we have a Target with a Starbucks in it. I want no Starbucks.
Yeah, everything's split up and fucking crazy.
I want to go to no Starbucks, bro. I want my regular Dunkin', bro. I don't want no. I don't want fancy coffee.
I don't know. I'm fucking Dunkin'. Fuck Dunkin'. And I'm
Yes, sir.
Bostonian. I'm fucking that shit.
That's Michael. That's Magic Johnson's shit, right? Doesn't he own Starbucks?
I think he was part owner for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
At the Yeah, he got mad businesses, bro. He's doing well for himself. Magic Johnson.
Is he a billionaire already or no?
He's got to be.
Well, got to be a billionaire already. Let me check right now. I'm checking my other phone. I gotta do this because I'm pretty sure he's been in the game for a minute already. He must have procured some money. Is Magic Johnson a billionaire? Not millionaire. Let's see. Oh no, he's not. How? How is he not a billionaire? He is worth $620 million since May 10th.
Then,
Yeah, six.
well,
Yeah.
fucking Starbucks took a little drop at some point where they had to shut down some stores and shit. So it might be
Yeah,
that.
he's currently worth 600 million right now. And let's see. I checked Shaquille O'Neal. He's not a billionaire yet. I think the only one right now, yeah, LeBron James, the only billionaire basketball player. Oh, Michael Jordan, but that's mainly from sneakers and shit. Michael Jordan is at $1.7 billion. LeBron is at it doesn't even show how much he got. Steph Curry, is he a billionaire? No. Damn. Well,
Oh, no,
he's fairly new.
he's not nowhere near.
Yeah, 160 million. Couple of more years and better sneakers. He needs better sneakers, honestly.
He needs better designers. Cause you know
Yeah.
what? What is it called? What does he represent? What is it called?
Under
Under
Armour?
Under Armour. I wanted to call him Hurricane because they look like a fucking H. So maybe that's
Hurricane.
part of the problem too. Like, you know what I mean? I'm thinking Hurricane, and the nigga's name is fucking the brand's name is Under Armour. So that's a problem. Yo, Gail's in the building. Yo,
Yo,
Gail, think about Under Armour and the Steph Curry brand.
That shit ugly. I always
ugly?
thought Under Armour was ugly, though.
You think he'll do better being signed to like a Nike deal?
No,
No?
No, because they got
no.
the bag. Under Armour got the bag, but they need some rebranding. As I feel like they got they.
Just a new designer. A new designer,
Honestly, you
honestly.
know why? He has ownership in Under Armour as opposed to Nike's just gonna give him a regular contract.
Oh,
So
contract. Yeah. Okay, okay.
They gave him equity in it.
hell yeah, he's co-owner of Under Armour.
That's smart. That's smart. Yeah, I wonder if Tom Brady got the same deal.
I think Tom Brady has his own brand. Period.
Now he put Under Armour. He got to wear their shoes. Last time I checked, anyways. But yeah, girls, what's up, man? Welcome the premiere of Paul City, man.
All right, what's up?
Platform, man. We've been rocking for a long time, but these motherfuckers don't know. Tell them
Yeah,
about yourself, man.
shit, just regular nigga. You know what I mean? Nothing special.
So we was talking about all sorts of stuff already, man. We was talking about Stance, bro. Refresh me real quick.
I'm talking about everything. Hip hop, um, the current state, the current state of our president.
Word.
Should Biden be president right now, or do we need a younger person that can understand the current state of America? Like basically, this goes. We have an old president with old school values. That he might be out of tune with America, basically. Like he's out of tune with America right now. That's how. That's what we was talking about earlier. Our current president is not up to par with what
Like,
America needs.
so how we need stamps, food stamps, suggested that we need a younger president, like in his 35s, 34s, around that age. But there's a limit on that, girls, right? Like, don't you gotta be like 40 something?
No, your 30s.
30s? Oh shit! Look at that.
Yeah, I believe so.
Early 30s?
Mid 30s, I believe it is. I think it's 35.
So
Oh
I mean,
wow.
that's what we need. That's what we need done. Then that's perfect. But as we have that, we also need a limit on how old you can be as president. Because what we're going through right now is like, yo, what's going on? And like, there's a clown show. And you know what? You know what? It's fucked up that they're making them look that way. Because if they wanted to hide shit, they would.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. There's just too much shit going on in government that's just weird. You know?
I don't know. I think a young dude would be a political snake in a way.
It'll be a
It
what?
depends. A political snake. Like I wouldn't trust them completely.
It would be viewed that way, definitely. Like that motherfucker would have to show that he knows what he's talking about when it comes to technology.
It's not even that. It's just that he's so young. He's gonna have to kiss a lot of ass to get into a position of power, right? So that means he's gonna have to repay a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? When he reaches that position of power. So it's like, do you really trust somebody making they run early than somebody who's already a seasoned politician? Even though I wouldn't trust any fucking politician, my whole shit is they should be all in rotation. You know what I mean? Like from Congress down to the House. You know what I mean? Like I think every politician should have no more than a 4-year run and then step down, and you can't run for that shit no more. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
true.
Senate especially because they are Senate's the lawmakers, right?
Yeah, the Senate, the House, everything, Congress. I believe, the entire, judicial system. Period. Judges, the whole political shit. You know what I mean? I think everybody, it should be like a 4-year limit to the job, and then let the next person campaign. You know what I mean, and so forth and so on. And like once you serve, you serve. You know what I mean? Like that's the end all. Go get a regular job. You know what I mean?
True. All right, I see that.
And to me, every citizen in the United States should have some kind of eligibility to run for that. You know what I mean? And serve within politics and serve the people of the United States.
See.
That way, there's no stagnant policy. You know what I mean? Like shit has to go through. Either it don't go through in your 4 years, or you ask out. You know what I mean? Like, cause these motherfuckers been sitting there for 20 plus years with the same bill, running around in circles. You know what I mean? Like, shit don't get done. You know what I mean? So why not, make it to where if you don't get the shit done in 4 years, the next nigga come up and try to get his power. You know what I mean? Like, and so forth and so on. You know what I mean? If the policy is worth it, then pursue it. But if it's not, then then it gets shut down just like every other shit gets shut down. You know?
Definitely, I agree. Like the ultimate goal should always be evolution. It should always be evolution. So I definitely agree on that. Like even when we spoke about off backstage about like even the communist system, because they're all systems. All these governments are systems. Like even democracy is brand new. So like a communist only lasts about 20 years. A good communist, like he's gonna be good for the people for 20 years. Because after 20 years, his views are not gonna be the same as the kids' views. So I mean there has to be a rotation in every type of political system and
Yeah.
be like
Facts.
every level of it too. So yeah.
That's a fact, though. That's why we don't need Biden right now. We need somebody a little bit more younger.
I think Biden was needed though.
You think so?
In
Yes,
the way
because
qualified.
the reason why I say it is because it proved that after a certain age you shouldn't be running for politics or running the
Okay, I see.
country.
Yeah, this is he's the example,
Yeah,
basically.
I
He's the
think it's a
example.
perfect. He was actually needed to prove that. You know what I mean? Because it was being argued. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, he's not. Oh, he's not super old, and he'll be able to handle the job. And it's like experiment proven wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
and it's been a fucking disaster. You know what I mean? So,
True.
you know, in all reality, I think he was needed. You know what I mean? Because it proved the factor of, hey, a person after a certain age isn't, really mentally prepared anymore. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they
Yeah.
have the capacity, they have the brain. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot to ask of a person, right? To deal with all these policies and politics and different like different politicians, right? And the way they are and have to, consistently do this on a day-to-day basis, it takes a big ass toll on a person's body, mentally especially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, real talk, like stress is a motherfucker, right? And the job of president of the United States is one of the most stressful jobs out there. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you be stressing. You don't even notice you stress, man.
Like real talk. If you look at any president, bro, no bullshit. Look at their picture from when they first ran, right? Became president, and then when they left office. Look at their hair, bro. Look how white
Yeah.
that should be.
Yeah, Obama was the perfect example of that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not because they age, or it's the stress. You know what I mean? Like within a year, Obama had white hair, bro.
Yeah.
Now you know why like JFK is like my favorite president
But he was
because
killed early. JFK didn't even get to become a full-on president like that. Like,
man,
Yeah.
like he was just like so righteous with his shit, bro. Like, and you could see the stress in his presidential portrait. Like, if you see if you look at the presidential portrait, like that,
you
that's
could
the
see the
one.
extra wrinkles coming in, yeah, and all that shit.
Yeah, that's the one that you just said like, yo, bro, this nigga is going through some shit, and I respect it because he going like he can find a way to make his life easier, but nah, like he's trying to make a difference somehow. So I mean, that's what I picture from that presidential portrait. But yeah,
That's
man,
what I'm saying, bro. To me, that's why I say it should be a rotation of, of politicians or people who, decide to run for government office and work for the people itself. You know what I mean? Like, and to me, it should be in every form of government, from down to the mayors to fucking city council, all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, why? Because it keeps a fresh face, right? And it keeps politics fresh. You know what I mean? Like, you got new up, hungry people who are trying to help their people. You know what I mean? And really help their community. You know what I'm saying? And don't get that opportunity because this person has $1 million and he's able to out campaign you because he got more money.
indeed. Trump showed us that.
Yeah, that's facts. You know what I mean? That's facts. Bloomberg showed us that in New York. Bloomberg bought an extra 4 years. He
Trump showed us.
literally bought that shit. You know what I mean? They broke the rules in order for Bloomberg to be the mayor for extra 4 years, and then look what he did to Brooklyn. He sold all the air rights in Brooklyn, and they came up with number condos everywhere.
Condos,
Brooklyn
high
got super,
rises.
Brooklyn got super gentrified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's talking
Look
about
at the
stuff.
rents in New York, son. Rent right now, yo. They did a report the other day, right? Minimum $5,000 in Manhattan. 5,000, nigga, for
That's
for
wild
There
for
needs
no
to be
reason.
rent control all over the place, bro. There needs to be rent control, and then I don't know about your city, but my city runs off colleges. So the problem is there's a lot of out of towners that come in, and the landlords take advantage of that shit. And
That's true. That's
they
true.
need to regulate their dorms. They need to build a skyscraper if you need to. Harvard, MIT, Northeastern, all you motherfuckers, build a skyscraper if you need to, because it doesn't benefit the residents and the natives of this town when you're doing this. Every year, the fucking landlord want to fucking put up the rent every year. Nah, dude, like nah, because your college students are come all over the world, and that's cool. But we make a lot of exceptions for these college kids over here, i.e., like not even having fucking hip hop in the Bank Garden. Like it's very rare to have hip hop in there since the '90s.
But do you really think that's because of college students, or do you think that's more so because
We
hip
want to
hop music brings?
they want to hide their urban society in here in Boston,
Yeah,
and
but
that's a good way to segue to what LeBron was saying about us. Like that's the thing. That's the issue. Like nobody wants to like play here and feel like they're in a Roman Coliseum. They already feel
because
like
you need
they're
like
in a
over,
lobby.
yo, no bullshit. When you have a hip hop concert, you need over like a $10 million fucking insurance.
Yeah,
You know what I
especially
mean?
hip
Like
hop. Especially hip hop.
dead
TD Bank
ass, bro.
Garden got it.
Yo,
They got it.
any
Hip
club
hop
owner will
in
tell
the world.
you, right? For them to book a hip hop act into their venue, right? Any club venue will tell you this, that they insurance policy for that night has to be like over $10 million, and they security got to be they got to spend extra money on security.
I'm not talking. Yo,
I know that because I
I'm not
tried
even.
to
Okay,
throw a hip
okay, okay.
hop party
You're
once,
right. You're right. You're right. Gil.
and
You're right,
niggas
Gil.
is telling me to end.
No,
You know
you're
what I
right,
mean?
Gil. You're right, Gil. But I'm not even talking about like an actual concert. I'm talking about like the little halftime concerts and stupid shit, like little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like playing Sweet Caroline all the time and fucking, you know what I mean? The
Oh,
'80s,
but
the '80s pop shit,
that's
the
their
'80s pop shit, and then you know what I mean?
how
No,
you
no, you
call
can
that shit?
play.
That's
No, you can.
tradition for them though.
No. That's
Yeah,
tradition. Like you can play that, like, but don't keep it in that era. That's what these like sports people are talking about, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
gotta
look, in Yankee
brand it.
Stadium,
Now,
right?
like when it comes to concerts, you're absolutely right and all that other shit. But that's that yo. Let's take some baby steps right now because you're trying to get back to where we used to be. Like this is crazy.
But look, like Yankee
I don't like
Stadium,
how
right?
they feel.
Traditionally, ever since the '90s, right? They've been playing God Bless America, right? After the seventh inning, and then Take Me Out to the ball game. That's tradition in Yankee Stadium. I mean, for years, bro, it's been like that.
No, girls, I understand sports and all that. You know I do that, but
You
like
know, it's traditional shit for them. You know what I mean?
about the underhand shit that the Celtics are doing.
You
You
know,
know what I mean? That shit. I'm talking about that shit that makes the league. And it's unfortunate because
but that's more for the fans to ask
hold
for
on,
that
hold on.
shit. Like, if I'm a fan, right, and I know that I like a certain style of music, or and I'm a constant fan of going to the games and all this stuff. Why not make us send an email? You know what I mean, to the fucking
That's the thing.
media coordinator. You know what I'm saying,
That's
and let
the thing.
them know, like, yo, we want to see hip hop. We want to, we want to hear Future, or we want to hear Little Baby or some
Yeah,
shit. You know
have
what I
some
mean?
local
Like,
acts. No, just have some local acts. Let's start with that. Start with local acts. You good?
You know,
We got a lot of people that are vested in the town, like LeBron's vested in the town. So my message to LeBron through this is like, since I already brought his name up, is you're vested in the Red Sox. Now, Red Sox are traditionally the most racist organization that we have in sports in Boston.
nah, I think the
Maybe
Celtics more
before,
fucking
okay,
racist,
hold on,
bro.
let me finish my thought. Because before you probably got vested in the Red Sox, you probably had them change the fucking street from Yawkey Way to Jersey Street because Yawkey was a racist. So, what are you gonna do about it? What should we do about it? What should we do about it? What's your plan? Because you can't just say you felt racism, but nobody did nothing racist to you. Like they threw a beer at you. That's cool. Like I want you to understand, like Crispus Attucks was just as fucking Bostonian as the most whitest white boy in Boston. And that's the dude that got shot first in the revolution. He stole on some fucking Brit and fucking that nigga shot him. And that's what started the whole fucking country. So you gotta understand, like a Bostonian is just like we're rowdy people, dog. We're similar to New Yorkers. We're just like just less of us. So some of it can be looked at as racist when like the crowd is all white. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, girls. Is like, can we fucking even control that? Because all that population is really New England's population, and we're not gonna control that in Vermont, New Hampshire, or Maine.
Yeah, but
They're
it's the
very few
populace up
population.
there, right? Like how many? Like you got to look at the amount of black people versus the amount of white people in Boston, bro. You see,
There's a
you know what I
lot.
mean?
We're outnumbered. It's crazy. We're outnumbered crazy too. Yeah, we're outnumbered.
But if you look at it, 90% of the arenas and shit like that, like
Most of them is
it's
white
a lot of
people.
white faces. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like white people support sport. They love
Okay,
sports.
okay. So you know where this might come from? This might come from the busing age. The Ruby, what was her name? Ruby. Uh the little girl that was getting thrown stuff at her while she was going to school. Ruby. Damn. Give me a second. Anyways, that's a bad connotation because she was going to school when the schools got integrated, right? And
Yeah.
she was getting thrown. People were throwing stuff at her, and she was like 6, 7 years old.
Hey yo,
Yeah, I don't remember that
nah.
situation.
I know the story and I
I don't
know
remember her
the
last name.
history of it, but I don't remember the woman's name. But I know about it. I know what you're talking about when they first integrated schools. Damn, I played myself. I forgot to pick up a roll up.
Yo, so her name was Ruby Bridges. I think that was over. Like it's a bad connotation. Like when like somebody's throwing something at you. Like we did that to Kyrie as well. But I don't know if they may have because like that's another thing. Like some like white people know our history more than we do sometimes. So her name was Ruby Bridges. They made a whole movie out of it. So you know that there's a
Died.
little portrait of Kamala Harris
Yeah.
and like her silhouette and like against her and against that picture, like the silhouette of that picture is Ruby Bridges. So like that's something that's weaved into our culture, that we need to be aware about.
that she and Jackie created together. Here now with more on the indelible life of Rachel Robinson.
Yo, but girls, yo, tell these people about yourself, though, man. Cause we've been talking about hip hop, man. When was your first time that you fell in love with hip hop? What was your first record?
Listening to EPMD back in the days.
What was your first record or cassette, though?
My first cassette was Biz Markie, the Diabolical Biz Markie. That was my first cassette.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was around the same time I probably got put on to Curtis Blow.
Yeah, man, that was my first tape. And then after that, I had a cousin who funny shit, right? Lived out in Long Island and actually knew Parrish and Eric. You know what I'm saying? And I heard him playing their music and shit, and fell in love with hip hop like from the door. You know what I'm saying?
So the Diabolical Biz Markie.
Yeah. That was my first tape. My mom bought it for me. I remember that shit clear as day, yo. And she didn't want to buy it for me because the shit said Diabolical, and she thought it was fucking like devil music or something like that. Word up. Yeah.
Well, you was saying that.
But it was what was it? He had the lead single on there, Just a Friend. And the Vapors. Yeah, you caught the Vapors.
Oh, the Vapors. Yeah. That was a good track, son. Damn. Who he had featured in that shit?
Damn, I don't remember. Yo, to be honest with you, I don't even remember if there was any. Nah, there was no features on that. I think, yo. I think it was just him and his cousin that did the beats and shit like that, and his DJ.
Now, what was your first music video?
Damn.
Shit.
Probably like Thriller or some shit like that, nigga. Like.
Really?
Yeah, I can remember. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's when
Yeah, cause I remember. Yeah, that they did like a whole special.
That was the first.
You don't remember that they did like a whole special. You know what I mean? And then they released the video and shit. Like they did like a whole behind the scenes of how Michael Jackson turned into the cat and the zombie and all that other shit. Like, I still remember that shit.
Yeah.
That
you're absolutely right.
Shit, Motown 25. That's one of like the first big shows that I actually watched and was like amazed at what I was seeing. You know what I mean? Kind of showing my age there, y'all.
No. Because I'm assuming like hip hop's your favorite genre. I mean,
actually, I love hip hop music, right? Don't get me wrong, but my first experience with music, like, was Phil Collins, bro, and Lionel Richie.
Yo, girls, you ever heard of Depeche Mode?
The who?
Depeche Mode.
Nah.
Oh, nah, man, that was my first take on some music. My uncle used to play the shit all the time. Depeche Mode with freestyle and shit. But Depeche Mode would be around that Phil Collins type.
Yeah.
Around there, yeah.
Yo, the reason why was because I used to go to PR a lot, right? And when I was a kid in Puerto Rico, like the radio stations only played like European music.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, so I used to hear a lot of Genesis, Phil Collins, shit like that. Earth, Wind and Fire. You know what I mean? Lionel Richie.
You know, all that shit's coming back though, cause like I'm noticing like the electronic shit and the techno's coming back. Due to be honest, due to Beyonce's new album and Aubrey Graham.
Yo, all bullshit aside, bro. I called that shit. Yo, I was sitting in the studio about like 4 or 5 months ago with these young boys from Jersey, right? And literally I played them a sample of some old house shit, right, that I was playing around with. And I'm like, yo, this is gonna be the new wave, bro. And he's like, yeah, yeah, man, that's old. Listen, I said, bro, watch, this is gonna be the new wave, son. Niggas gonna hop on this old house shit again. And sure enough, bro, Beyonce comes out with a fucking banging ass house track, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been called that shit.
I've been fucking with this after hours part, like after the bar, and they had me DJ. And yo, I've been playing that shit, and like yo, people go kind of, the girls go crazy over that shit, man. Fuck
And,
it.
and to take it even a little bit deeper, you know who was touching that before that? The reggaeton heads, bro. They was touching the house music a little bit earlier than Beyonce and them because look, J Balvin did that song, "Dancing in the Ghetto." You know what I'm saying? And that's an old house song.
Jay, what?
J Balvin.
There's a few niggas that were fucking. There's another one that's named Jay something else, right?
Oh, Jay Cortez.
Yeah, there's a
He
few.
he's touched a lot of house joints too. He's another one who's touched a lot of house music as well, mixed into his reggaeton shit. You know what I mean?
No, but Food Stamps is talking about the violence in the cities overall, and we were talking about like what the fuck can maybe causing this shit, and he suggested it
Bro,
was
my bad, bro. My headset fell off. My fault. What you saying?
nah. So we were talking about like the violence in the inner cities, and Food Stamps suggested that it was the mask mandates and how everybody's wearing masks and everybody can be geared up, and everybody's kind of on edge, and that's what's causing violence. But it can be a lot of our music too. So like I feel like the house music is needed right now. Sometimes it's not what you want, it's what you need. You know what I'm saying?
It don't hurt to try to change the climate, but you know what I mean. I don't think that's what's really truly causing it. I think these little knuckleheads just think they can wild out and get away with whatever. You
No,
know what
no, no.
I'm
Well, I mean, they must be getting pussy over it somehow.
saying? You know.
You're not gonna be fucking like, yo, bro, like you gonna do what the pussy requires you to do for it. So if like if the house music is making you feel in love, and everybody's dancing, and you over here in the corner all fucking being gang banging on breakfast like fucking Cat Williams said, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna look silly. So I mean Drake did it too. Drake did a whole album. I don't know. I hear it's not good at all, but that's from a male's point of view. Like my son was so upset with that shit. He texted me in the morning. I'm like, yo, bro, like what the fuck? Like I don't know. That motherfucker's doing his thing. Like testing the waters. I haven't heard it yet, but
Yeah.
you gotta test the waters. You gotta evolve, man. Everything's about evolving.
Niggas won't stop till them silver bracelets on their wrist though. You know what I mean? Like that's when they realize this shit ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Not word.
Real talk. That's when they realize that shit. After that, it's over. Hey, what's up? You know? Yo, what up, cuz?
On the straight side.
Yo, shout out to girls for that. But for sure, man. Like, it's unfortunate that somebody has to, go through some trauma for you to change, man. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Like, I'm 36. These motherfuckers are around my same age. Like, we been done did that. Been fucking drivers for certain things. We've been doing a lot of things, man. Like we've been there, done that. Like don't think because we're your like fathers now that we don't know what's up.
True that.
Yeah, don't wait till like somebody gets touched in your vicinity for you to change, man. Love is love, man. You don't gotta be violent all the time, man.
Facts. You don't gotta be a tough guy all the time.
Gang banging on breakfast. What you so mad for in the morning, man? Tell old lady good morning, man. Tell
Right?
old lady good morning, man.
How you wake up angry? You wake up wanting to fight somebody. It's crazy.
Walk her across the street, man. It's all right. It's all right, man. Yeah. It's fulfilling. It's fulfilling, bro. That's what I want to say, man. This matter of fact, this stream is brought to you by that word, fulfilling. Sometimes you getting paid out of the job, you know what I'm saying? You getting paid a certain amount of money, an extreme amount of money, and it's not fulfilling for you. Like I hope all of us get to that point to have those options to have that option and get that crossroad, whether it's fulfilling or should I keep the job. And you know what?
Facts.
I bumped into a lot of people that said, "Yo, their $100,000 job wasn't fulfilling." So, yo, do things that are fulfilling to your life, man. Like walk
Exactly.
up
Yo,
the lady across
listen,
the street, man.
you do what makes you happy, bro, and you'll never work a day in your life.
Facts, man. God will take the wheel, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take a career because you think it pays well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I studied computer science, bro. I became a fucking music engineer. Big, you know what I mean? Big difference in career study.
Bro. And you know what? They're not even thinking that even that level, girls. We're just talking about the gangbanging level. Like, yo, bro, that ain't fulfilling. Come on, man. Y'all know that shit ain't fulfilling, yo. Just show some love in your life, man. Stop playing.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, go study, pick up a book. You know what I mean?
We need you, young fellas. That's real shit. But yo, what you think? Well, let's get back to sports real quick, man. Man? What you think's going on in the NBA, man? Hay un arroz con culo en la NBA que está cabrón.
Crazy, man. Whatever.
Yeah, be right back.
Yeah, girl. So what you think about the NBA right now, man?
Hold on, give me a second. I'm in the store. I got you. Let me get 2 blunts real stuff. Had to come get some roll ups, bro. I fucking ran out. Let me get two. Thanks, bro. You didn't have the other the Palmer trio? See you later. Hey Marie, what's up? All right. Oh man, son. So yeah, what you was saying? What you was
Nah,
asking me?
we was about to jump back into the NBA, man. What you think about the NBA right now, man? Like
Like
there's
what's going on and shit like that?
agency and some more shit, man. A lot
Shit
of pop.
crazy, bro. I'm trying to see what's gonna happen with the Nets, bro. That's the whole big, what the hell is gonna go on, in the NBA right now.
For sure. So if you were Sean Marks, what would you do as a Brooklyn native? What would you do?
As a Brooklyn, what would I do? What? Look, check it out. If I had the opportunity, right, I'll fucking keep both of them, right? I'm not moving nobody, and I'm building shooters around them and getting them a solid big. That way, KD can't complain, bro. He could get himself a chip and call it a day. Right? Like, let's be real. Bro,
But
what else you gonna do?
Just cross the bridge, baby.
Look, you go to Phoenix. Let's make the argument. He go to Phoenix. Let's make the argument. He go to Phoenix, right? No, they
I
don't.
love all this shit. There's
You gotta
live
give up the whole bench.
action.
That's what I said.
What the fuck you gonna do after KD and them niggas sit down?
Yeah, and
Love it.
and they just signed that boy, that big boy.
Feel me,
Yeah, you
bro?
gotta give
Let's be
away
real.
everything, yeah.
You giving away. It's the same thing that happened to any team that want to grab up a big ass superstar. Unless you LeBron James, that was able to finagle in the what you call it, New Orleans, right? Nobody.
I know, yeah.
Bridges, whatever, Mikal Bridges. Come on, son.
Oh no, you got to give him away,
Of course, that's my point.
You can't pick that boy up.
right? And
That
You
boy.
gotta give him away if you want a Durant. Come on, son. Like, people don't understand that. Like, all right, cool, you get all these motherfuckers, but guess what? You're gonna have to give away half of your fucking bench. Now your superstar retired by the time the fucking playoff comes. Come on, son.
Shit, that's what happened, Dales.
Come on, son. Like, I'm trying to tell him, boy.
So
Yo, cuz, I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, son, like, you hear my hood is active right now. I'm outside with it. I had to run to the store, you know what I mean? So,
fuck it, man.
yeah, nah, shit real out here.
You cut
son,
your
like,
hair? Shut up.
for her- Nah, I ain't cut shit. Look at that.
Oh, I'm
Shit,
about to say, motherfucker.
nah, I ain't cutting that shit. Shit, I cut that shit. All these women over here kick my ass. Word up. Real for real.
Nah, man. But what like? What do you think? Like, there's some kind of like friction between Kyrie and KD?
I don't know, bro. To be honest with you, because the way they say, oh, they the best of friends and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows how that shit goes?
Oh man, come on.
Good, my brother. But yeah, you know what I mean? I have no idea, bro, how this shit, you know. To me, the motherfuckers, they just trying to fucking get over and win it easy instead of grinding for it. You know? Like, trying to get the easy route. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? But not everything in life is easy, bro. Feel me? Sometimes you do gotta put the work in.
And the piece up there missing is just chemistry, bro.
Yeah. Stop bullshitting. That's what the piece they missing. They need to stop bullshitting. You know? Stop bullshitting and show why the fuck you in the NBA. Hey, mama, how you been? You know?
But you know what? I don't know, man. So you think KD was set out?
No, I don't think so. I think he's too much all of that.
I mean, let's put it.
Kyrie on the other half, you know what I mean? Kyrie on the other half, he's sitting out if he has the opportunity.
But we got to put ourselves in KD's shoes as well, though. Like, you know, he wants the same respect as LeBron. LeBron say he want to go, don't move him.
Yeah, but if you want the same respect as LeBron, right, as you and KD, you got to stay in Brooklyn and win it. LeBron went to Cleveland, won it. LeBron went to LA, won it. You know what I'm saying? He went to Miami, he won it. You know?
Lost it and won it. So
You at everywhere you go, you gotta be able to win.
yeah, that was dope. What he did in Miami, because he lost it first and then he won it.
So he won them though. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, he got that W. He got them chips. You know what I'm saying? So even if it was one, he still got it for them. You know what I mean? So if you want to be in that same, you know, discussion, You gotta win it. You gotta win it in Brooklyn. You gotta win it in wherever else you go. You know what I'm saying? If you decide to leave Brooklyn, you gotta win it there too.
You know what? Honestly, yeah, he only gave y'all one solid shot.
You know, like
Kyrie and KD, they only gave y'all one solid shot.
yeah,
Out of 3
you know,
years, right? Because that first year, KD didn't play.
yeah. Remember, he didn't play. He was hurt, right? So they let him sit out a whole year so he could get healthy. You know what I'm saying? You owe us a year. If anything, let's be real. Like, they gave you a free year on the books, full pay. You know what I mean?
So he got to take it like last year where he was the only one playing. He got to take it like that was his death. Fuck it. In a way, not that anybody
Nah, but
did it on purpose. That was
But
just that was
he re-upped on his contract. That's the thing. He re-signed on an extension. If he really wasn't happy, he wouldn't have re-signed that extension. You know?
That's what makes everything weird, guys.
Right.
I
Because
think
if you're not happy, you don't sign no extension.
he wants to be in the West Coast or Miami for some reason.
Yeah, but if you're not happy, you know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, bro, I think that was a leverage thing, bro. I think he said that shit so Kyrie could get paid, bro. Like, you don't keep me, Kyrie, I'm out.
But he
You know what I
said
mean?
that after this nigga got signed, which was weird.
Nah, all Kyrie did was just accept his extension because he had his 2-year whatever option because nobody else wanted a deal for him. You know what
I
I'm saying?
think he
So
was assuming that he was gonna stay with the team.
nobody wanted a deal for him. So apparently they said that they gave Kyrie the option to go seek a deal. Right? That's what was said on ESPN. Right? That they gave him the option to go seek a deal, and nobody wanted to play ball. Nobody wanted to sign him. So unless they were paying the $6 million 1 year, player veteran option shit. But nobody was willing to give him an extension, like a sign and trade kind of thing, or signing and whatever. Nobody was willing to do it. So he picked up the 36 mil, right? 36, 39 million, some shit like that, and decided to play ball for the Nets this year. He got no choice. And to be honest with you, he has to go out and ball because if not, the following year he's gonna lose mad bread.
KD.
That's the rumor. The room. All right. So hold up. So there's a rumor saying that Kevin Durant wants to stay on the Nets, but without Kyrie Irving, and this is coming from NBC Sports.
Yeah, that's basically what I told you. Like fucking 20 seconds ago.
Yeah.
He was assuming that Kyrie was gonna get traded, and then once he signed that option, he's like, "Fuck, this nigga, I gotta be with this nigga one more year. I can't stand it no more." So I feel like, yeah, he wanted to stay with the team.
Because why would you sign a 4-year deal? You know, like an extension.
Damn. So, but what? Fuck. Okay. So he said that, but he don't want to play with Westbrook, does he?
Hell no.
He might want to though.
Hell no. That's why the Lakers would. Why you think the Nets said no to the Lakers deal? If KD would have been like, yeah, give me Westbrook, you don't think they would have traded fucking Kyrie? Yeah, they would have traded him in 2.5 seconds, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he don't want to play with Westbrook. Yeah, I don't blame him.
Somewhere.
Nah, yo, Westbrook do not like listen. Basically, like, he's fucking cabeciludo, bro. You know.
Where does he fit?
He fits, bro. He fits in that LA system. To be real with you, if he just balls, forget about the what they're saying. Forget about just block all that. You know, block all that and just ball. That's it. Block everything, because Westbrook fits in that system and he fits in it well. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, like I said, he needs to just say, fuck it, I'm a ball, and that's it. Forget about what anybody got to say. If I'm 5 for 12 tonight, if I'm 10 for 10, it don't make a difference. I'm just gonna ball. You know what I'm saying? And he goes about it with that attitude. I think LA is scary, bro.
See, I feel like what we spoke about before, like while the playoffs was going, I think he's too mindful about the triple doubles, and he'll go out of his way to get that triple double.
I think he's too worried about the talking heads, bro.
Now, yeah, it's gotten to that point that that he's too worried about that, and that's a scary situation.
To me, he let the outside chatter take him out of his game. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the especially the Dookie Fox, Skip Bayless.
Word.
I think he let that
There's
get
no
to him a little bit too much.
shut up. Skip Bayless be talking too much shit, and that nigga
You know what
might
I'm saying?
fucking face.
I think what Skip Bayless when he was calling him Westbrook and all that shit, I think that shit got under his nerve, and the fact that other people caught on and started calling him the same thing really bothered him, and it took him out of his game. You know what I'm saying?
It can, but like what we spoke about before, he can't be going out of his way to get triple doubles. He needs to
Now
do
he
what
just got a ball.
calls
That's it.
for.
Just ball. Ball. Breathe your natural ability. Ball. You are fucking a beast, bro. This is one of the most illest attacking point guards I've ever seen, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
Just
when
Derrick
he go to the rim, yeah, like old school Derrick Rose, bro, but with more handles and a better IQ, vision. You know what I'm saying? Because Westbrook had way more vision than Rose did to me.
No, what you think so? Vision. Oh yeah, Vision. He would pass the ball. He would pass the ball. But Derrick Rose was something else, man.
No, offensively, Derrick Rose is a better scorer. You know
Something.
what I'm saying? But when it came down to like basketball vision, like seeing the court and being able to make a pass that will automatically get you a bucket, I think Westbrook has a better like he slightly out edges Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard. I mean, man.
I think he slightly out edges him by a little bit when it comes down to that.
Okay, so if we both want to be fair, Westbrook's a better player than Derrick Rose.
No,
Overall
no,
career, right?
no, no,
Oh,
no,
not even then.
no, not in his. See,
Not even then. Come on.
no. Let's be real. Derrick Rose, when Derrick Rose was non-injured, okay,
Yeah, but we're not doing hypothetics. I don't want to do hypothetics.
non-injured Derrick Rose.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Look at
we
his
both
numbers.
think that Derrick Rose is better.
Okay, look at his numbers.
If we tank,
Non-injured Derrick Rose. Look at the numbers. MVP, top five point guard in the league at the time.
by second year,
You know what I'm
mind you,
saying? Like,
mind you, crowd.
bro,
By second year, he was doing that.
you see what I'm saying? So you got to look at the numbers. Now, if you compare the two, the only thing I give Westbrook is, like I said, court vision, and he's a better rebounder. You know what I'm saying? But when it came down to overall play and can take over a game, that was Derrick Rose all day. That's Derrick Rose all day.
Hmm. It's tough to gauge. It's tough to gauge.
Bro, they were game planning for Derrick Rose.
It's tough to gauge. You know why I say it's tough to gauge? Because Westbrook came in the game with KD, nigga. He has to defer to KD no matter what. You got to. That dude's a fucking a freak. That nigga's a freak, man. Pause. Like I mean, You know what I mean? I don't want to. You know what I mean? He's a freak, man. That dude is
Bro,
lanky. That motherfucker got handles like Pete Maravich. That
6'10",
motherfucker.
6'11", handles of a point guard, shot of a
And you
fucking.
know he's 7'1". That motherfucker's 7'1". He just don't want to say that shit because you don't want to play fucking center. But that motherfucker's a problem. You gotta defer to that motherfucker, man. So like, let's say first, second year of Westbrook, we can't compare it because we never had it. Like Rose had it. You dig what I'm saying? Like Rose was the dude. But damn, like yeah, you right, man. That prime Derrick Rose or something else. So like, it's hard, man. I don't know.
So I'm saying, bro, if you compare the numbers, Rose's trajectory would have been top 5 point guard all time had he not got hurt. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, you right. Cause peak Westbrook was that year where he averaged a triple double, and they didn't even make it to the playoffs, did they? Or they lost first round, some shit.
They made it to the playoff, but I think they lost.
Yeah, like early stages of the playoffs.
Hmm.
So I would have to
It
give
was like first round exit or something like that.
like at least the Bulls lost to the Celtics in the Eastern Conference that year. And you know what? His rookie year, he should have won MVP, but they didn't want to give it to him because he'd be like the first rookie to have MVP too and some other shit. Remember his rookie year was crazy.
Who, Rose?
Yeah,
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
it was crazy.
his early years in the NBA were dynamic, bro. Like, he was
Jumping off both feet,
really special, bro. You know what I'm
fucking
saying? He was real
all
special, bro.
behind his head, fucking yamming on everybody.
Real special player, bro. It's just that injury caught him, son, and then he came back too early and got even more hurt, you know? But yeah, you know. Yeah, I was just hearing that they changed the rules of extra innings in the major league all-star game. So if there's extra innings, like if the game is tied, there's gonna be a home run derby.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so they pick 3 players from each team. Like the players, they get together, they pick 3 players from their team, and they have a home run derby.
Finally, the MLB is thinking.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Everybody's hoping for a tie game.
Word, that's some smart shit. Like,
Everybody's hoping for a tie game just to see that shit.
yo, we should say that when we was kids. That's crazy. Like, what time to be alive?
If they get a tie, right? You know for a fact the American League is choosing Judge and Giancarlo, son. You know for a fact they're getting chosen.
You're right.
And that kid that came in second place in the home run derby yesterday.
You're
Because
right.
Soto's in the Nationals, so the guy who won it, he's in the National League.
Yeah, talking about Soto and that contract he turned down.
Yeah, that's whew,
Talk about that because we ain't even talk about that like
yeah,
online.
that's major right there, yo. You gotta have nerves of steel, bro, to turn
So
down that kind of money.
So if I'm not mistaken, it's like 14 years. What like 450 million?
440
440 million, 14 years
for 14 years. So.
to dedicate to one city. Now, so like, what would you advise your son, a son of yours,
Like I said,
offer something like that?
like I had told you that day, I would ask him, do he like being there? Like how much does he enjoy being in that city and playing for that team? And do he see himself in the next 5 years even wanting to stay there, let alone 14? You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And if his answer is like, I don't know, don't sign that shit. You know what I mean? Because you're not committed. If he's like, yo, I'm fucking in love with being here. This is the best place ever. I don't see myself going anywhere. Hey, take that money. It's life changing. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely, because you want to be comfortable of the city that you're in and their vision for you. So, are you comfortable with that city? Do you understand that you might not be in the running every year or be planning to be in the running every year? And I mean, go from there because you don't want to, overstep your boundaries on their opinions.
Yeah, that no, like truly, the real question is, are you happy there? You know what I mean? Do you see a future there? You know what I mean? Like, do you see yourself, actually living there for the next 10 years of your life? You know what I mean? Like, five is a great number to pretty much generalize. Like, do you see yourself in the next 5 years making a living here? You know what I mean? And if he tells you, he don't know, that's an easy answer. Like, yo, don't do it. You know what I mean? Because you're not committed. That's something that you need to commit yourself to. You know what I mean?
Was like, yeah, you're right. Because like every 4 or 5 years, the town changes. The politicians change. You might have
Hmm.
another mayor. Might have new laws in there that you don't care about to uphold. Um, just a lot of factors you need to put in, man. Do you love the city? Do you love the city? Is the problem. So, what do you think? How do you think that that's gonna affect it? Because yeah, I mean, once you're giving that offer, you're offsetting the market. So, what do you think that means for Rafael Devers over here in Boston? What do you think that means for him for his contract?
It honestly don't mean a lot. He plays a different position. You know what I mean? Play different position, different age. You know what I mean? It's all on the value, of what the club feels, your value is, and what your agent and you feel your value is, and if y'all could come to an agreement, you know.
The
But
problem
I
is
think I don't think it changes the value of Devers. I think Devers is going to get paid regardless.
the issue
Like
has to
he's a vital piece for Boston. So you know what I mean.
be.
I don't think the Sox let him go that easily just yet. You know what I mean?
Now
I believe I believe he's one of their RBI leaders this year, right?
Nah, it looks like yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they all the way in the tank this year. Like Boston ain't going nowhere this year. They can forget
Nah,
about
they're not competing.
I don't see them making a hell of a run second half at all because like they still pretty much hurt and shit like that. Like
They're not competing right now. No, but he hasn't signed that extension, and I don't know, like it just like so if Soto is not the best player in the game, that offsets the market a lot.
not necessarily. The best player in the game is supposedly Mike Trout, right? And Mike Trout hasn't seen the fucking playoffs in his entire career. I think he's been in the playoff once. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And he's supposed to be the best, and he's one of the. I believe he's the highest paid player as well,
Shit.
or was the highest paid player, something like that. I know he, his numbers are up there, and so the market is more so of how much money your team, generates, and I'm saying, your draw and so forth, like how many people you bring into the seat. I
I
mean, like, imagine what the market's going to be like for Aaron Judge. He leads the major leagues in home run right now. You know what I'm saying? And he's up for a contract.
He's a position player, isn't
Yeah, he's an outfielder. He's an everyday fielder. He's actually playing center field this year.
he? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Shut- For real? What's he locked in for?
Right now,
Yeah.
he's on his minor league deal still. This is his last year of his minor league deal.
Get out of
He went
here.
to arbitration. I believe they gave him like 20 million or something like that in arbitration.
He hasn't signed an extension or nothing.
No, they couldn't come to a deal in the off season, so he decided to play out the year and re go back to the table at the end of the season.
Smart.
But yeah, the Yankees gonna have to offer Aaron Judge the whole fucking stadium basically, bro, because in all reality, that's your cash cow right there. Like, he's the best player on the team. You know what I mean? He's their leader. You know what I mean? And he's the leader in the clubhouse. You know,
I
like,
mean,
in all reality, they need to make him the next captain. To be
I
honest
mean,
with you.
who knows, girls? I mean, I mean, who knows? Maybe you guys got some people in the farm system or whatever. I don't know, but maybe somebody's better. I don't know. Because it's like
So
what you said. Like, do you want to be there, or are you just posturing to see where the market's at? Da, 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 da.
yeah, nah. In his sense, yeah, who wouldn't want to be the face of the New York Yankees?
That is true. And you don't grow a beard, nigga. So go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, forget about the beard thing.
I don't
I'm
even
just
think he
saying,
grows a
like.
beard, nigga. So go ahead. Like, why would you want to be anywhere else?
But honestly, bro, you get to be the face of the New York Yankees. Like, that's fucking huge, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're a Boston.
There ain't too many people who can say, yeah, I was the face of the New York Yankees. You know what I mean?
By the way.
Who, Judge?
Yeah.
I don't know, one of the Midwestern states. Nah, he's from Cali, I think. He's from Cali. Tell you right now where he's from. Yeah, he's from California.
That's another thing I wanted to talk about. You know, it's funny. Why do you think fucking LeBron James never got vested in the Yankees? Ain't
You
chose
can't. They won't sell.
opportunity thing.
They won't sell.
So it was an opportunity thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the franchise of the Yankees is a private entity. They're family owned now. The
Really?
Steinbrenners, I believe, bought out like every fucking share there was.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy. I didn't know that, girls.
Yeah, nah, the Yankees ain't. They would never sell that shit, bro. There's too much money being made with that team, bro, for that family. Remember, Yankees are worth like close to like $4 billion or something like that annually.
No, they definitely should be around that area. What's crazy about like the teams like Green Bay? Green Bay is like city owned or whatever. That's just like crazy. Like people got stocks in that and shit. Like the city has stock in it.
Yeah, I believe the Utah Jazz are the same way as well.
What do you think is going on in Utah? That's a good fucking.
I think, if I'm correct, I believe the NBA itself owns the Utah Jazz.
For real?
Yeah,
What happened to their owner?
I forgot. I'm not. I know it's one of the NBA teams that the NBA owns it.
Yo, you know what was fucked up? When the NBA owned New Orleans for a little bit. Was it New Orleans or Charlotte? And they wouldn't let them make that trade with Paul George to fucking, I mean, Chris Paul to Lakers. Remember that era?
Yeah,
What's your take on Kobe, bro? Now that we like, I know you know he's a great player and things like that, but what do you think about like how his legacy is being managed in the league?
you say that again.
Kobe, like, what's your take on him and like how his legacy is being managed in the league? Like, you think we're being like, do you think the league is being good custodians of his legacy?
Yeah, I think they're handling it well, bro. Kobe did a lot of shit on the NBA floor. You know what I mean?
Kobe was a great player, man. I mean, that dude was savage, man. When it comes to competition, he was savage, man. Nothing. But what else, man? What else? What else is popping, man, in the summer before we go off?
Shit, man. I'm just waiting for this fucking. I'm dying to go to what you call it, Donny Park,
Where's that at?
PA.
Okay. What is it, like water park?
Yeah, they got like a water park and they got like regular rides and shit like that. But the water park is way like pretty cool.
Yo, you know what was a good time for me in New York? Actually, Roberto Clemente is a park over there. I don't know if it's. I
And
mean, it
what
should
you
be.
talking about the statue in Pittsburgh?
No, there's a park and I don't know if it's in the Bronx or it's in somewhere in Detroit. It might be Jersey. I'm not sure. It's in the Bronx or Jersey, but he has a park over there. It's like a little water park. Google it for real. That was one of my best experiences over there.
Like I've been
So,
to the Roberto Clemente Stadium in Puerto Rico.
nah, but you know, he built like parks all over. Like that's why like the award is called what it's called. Like it's a humanitarian type of award. Or he
Hmm.
built mad parks and shit. But there's a park in New York that's Roberto Clemente Park. I guarantee you.
Yeah, no, but there's a bunch of shit named after Roberto Clemente, bro. That dude is special, man.
It's a cool little water park. I don't know if this is a little pool or what. It might have just been a little pool. I was young, probably I was like probably 7, 8, but that was a good time. Besides, opening the fire hydrants and shit, that shit was always fun.
What you think about this dude playing in the Drew League?
LeBron,
Yeah.
and uh, it's dope. It's dope. I mean, yeah, it's dope. I would have loved to see a lot more of that in the '90s. Like I saw the Talking Heads talking about it earlier, and one thing I didn't like that they kind of like frowned. Like I don't know, there shouldn't have been no criticism about it, man. He just went out there, he risked his contract to play with some fucking, you know what I mean, some lower level people, lower level basketball players, should I say? And he risked his contract, risked his livelihood to do that. So there should have been no criticism on that. And like why I say that is because you know what? Jordan never played in the Rucker, did he? No.
Not that I know of.
I don't. Once he went pro, he didn't. He didn't. I think it was 1 year, his freshman year, he played in some league, but after that, no. And you know what? I'm not even sure. It was that time when he broke the rim. He shot up the backboard. He was wearing the Jordan ones, the orange ones.
Yeah, Michael Jordan played at Rutgers.
Did he? Shut up! I need to see that shit.
Oh no, he didn't play. He was there though. It said he was at the venue, but he didn't play.
You know what? Nike probably didn't let him know. Maybe he was contractually binded to a lot of shit. You know, he broke through a lot of barriers, but
Kobe ate up the Rucker.
oh yeah, they called him Lord of the Rings. That shit was crazy. The footage on that shit was crazy. The Ruck is a good place, man. That's what we need to do with one of our platforms, man. Whether it's Stevie, whether it's the High Society or Pod City or whatever we come up with. Fucking film the Rucker. That'll be dope. What you thought about it though, man? And then he played fucking amazing.
You know, Kobe fucking destroyed the Rucker. He went up and he showed them why NBA player is an NBA player and why street ballers are street ballers. You know what I'm saying? And so did KD. KD went up in the Rucker and burnt that shit up too one night.
No, there's a huge gap. There's a huge gap between a street baller and a college basketball player. Like, there's a huge gap, man. Once you know those
Not necessarily. Rayford Allen played in the NBA. You know what I mean? And he was a street baller. That was Skip to Malou. And Rayford made the NBA roster.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that they can't make it, but I'm saying that. I mean, you know, you played, man. Like, you learned the geometry of the floor.
Oh no, there's a big fucking gap. Don't get me wrong. You 100% right when it comes. There's a gap, son. Like from a street baller to NBA baller and a college baller. Like, you know, organized basketball compared to playing ball in a pickup game is big.
Yeah, like in my experience as a kid, like I noticed that like when I was becoming a teenager and playing with these guys, like whenever like college basketball player came on from UConn or like let's say he said he was from Rutgers or whatever the fuck you say he was from, and he would get on the court. And there was a difference between him and the best player. on that. You know what I mean? Like there was a huge difference. Like he wasn't even doing like he was playing like Larry Bird, like you know what I mean, speed, and he was still cooking them because of the geometry of the floor and how he knows how to get to certain places and
Fundamentals.
yeah, the fundamentals, bro. Like yeah. I saw this motherfucker get his ass beat in the center of the floor because of that shit. He started fucking talking shit. Well, the other dude was talking shit. The street baller was talking shit to the college player. The college player started cooking him. After his like third, fourth shot in a row, he was just calling them all types of bitches. That nigga hit that sixth shot. Man, that motherfucker from the projects had to put the mitts on him because he was calling them bitches and some more shit. Like, yo, bro, he was demoralizing this motherfucker. But he got his ass being in the middle of that court, though. For talking shit. But that's when I realized, I'm like, damn, that college basketball player was that nice that got you to fucking beat him up in the middle of the court like that.
Yeah, no, that shit real. Bro, let me tell you, when I used to go to the Y, man, listen, I had this older dude, right? He could still ball. He was in, I was like maybe 20 something, like 24, 25 at the time. He was in his 40s. And he would always ball with us. Like we knew him very well, you know what I mean? Real cool guy. And no bullshit, son. These young dudes from LIU came in one night, right? And I believe they were like, you know, just fresh on the team and shit like that. Bro, they was talking shit to the old guy, like, yeah, yo, son, why, oh, y'all really got this old ass nigga on here, this and that. Talking a mad smack.
Right.
My dude started cooking them boys left and right. Yo, I mean, cooking them, you know what I'm saying?
His go-to shot.
Step back. Huh?
What was his go-to?
Step back fadeaway, son.
Oh,
But the nigga had a fucking he had a fucking shot, bro. I mean, mid-range killer. You know what I'm saying? Bro, when I tell you these young boys hung their head so low, it wasn't even funny. We were laughing, you know what I'm saying? Because we already knew what time it was. Like, yo, we've been playing with this dude. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we go to we there every day damn near. You know what I'm saying? Practicing, shooting around, shit like that. You know, fucking around, whatever.
Right.
Bro. So sure enough, bro, he's like, yeah, what's thinking? Yo, let's get our five with son. Man, we bust their ass, boy, because of that, man. I'll never forget that shit. That always taught me never to underestimate nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? No matter how old they is.
We used to play with this Greek dude. And this Greek dude was like what? Like 5'9". Bro. But the nigga had the hook shot on lock. I'll tell you that mid-range hook shot.
Yeah.
That little 15-footer fucking hook shots, bro. From fucking from the corner. Like, yo, bro. You know when you can shoot them from the side like that, that means like you got that shit on lock, cause you know like.
Yeah, I knew a nigga like that. Yo, I used to hate playing against that motherfucker. He used to hit the hook shots like nothing, son. I used to be like, yo, how the fuck you hitting these shit, bro? Like, I mean, from any angle, bro, that nigga just hooked that bitch.
Nah, you perfected that shot. It's really no defending it. Really no. It's ridiculous. But shit, right.
But yeah, shit. A couple weeks ago when we were out, matter of fact, for July 4th, we were shooting around at the basketball court, and I was hitting side corner threes. I would have moved from that shit though. Shit, fuck that. I ran for like a good 5-10 minutes, bro. I was like, oh hell no, son, I ain't built for this shit no more. You know what I mean? I stuck myself right in the corner. Just pass it to me right here. I got the shot.
Yeah, just stay there. We used to have people we played like that who we played with. They was fucking wet. Tell you what. Yeah, we had some dude that had a fucked up leg. Iris do. But he'll fucking be in that corner and just pop him, pop him, pop. He move around though. He move around.
So there's three on in the fucking court, nigga. You damn right. I'm gonna play the corners. Like, that's serious, bro. That's one thing you don't lose. You know what I mean? You don't ever lose your jumper. You may lose your speed. You may lose your ups a little bit, but your jumper, you don't lose that shit.
But yeah, man. Let's fucking conclude this shit, man. It was nice to have you on here, man. We're gonna be on here way more.
Always a pleasure, bro. You know that. Always a pleasure.
On some real shit, man. We're gonna be cooking in here. We're gonna be fucking talking crypto. We're gonna be talking economics. We're gonna be talking everything that's vital, everything that's kaya. You know what that is? That's food. That's food for your mind, man. Y'all gotta start fucking listen to more Bob Marley or that drill music, yo. I mean, I love the drill too. Cool. But yo, don't be like so, get some love in your life, guys. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Hip hop is life, man. Let's keep it that way, man. But like I said, girls, Paul City, we out.
Peace.